presentation of the National Football League.
It is arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion, Houston Texans, and the champions of the NFC, the Dallas Cowboys. Around the globe, wherever you are, welcome to America's Great Sports Day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday. Great to share with you one more time, Greg. What a 2025 season, all the twists, all the turns, and it all culminates tonight here in Santa Clara.
And I think this is a matchup, Mike, that I don't know how many people had just even a couple weeks ago, but you look at the rosters, both sides of the ball, very well balanced, very well coached. So I think the biggest thing each team told us all week was, let's just handle the emotions of the pregame. Let's handle all of the lead up, because once that ball's kicked off, let's just rely on what's gotten us here. And I think we're in for a treat.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and off we go on EA Sports. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, number 2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
To return, it is Turpin. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters. In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
On third down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it's going to be fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
On fourth down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Braxton Berrios deep to return. This is taken at the 25. The Texans offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. That's quickly out wide for Kirk. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Second down, and here's a run, and here's Mixon. And he'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Deron Bland with the tackle.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Here's Tommy Townsend now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready for their second possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That's the former Defensive Rookie of the Year, Will Anderson, getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. First time to land in this one. And it's a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Dak can throw it here on first down. Here's a screen set up to Williams. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
First down, Prescott. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 27-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here comes the jet sweep. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
That's another Cowboys first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Williams gets it on the draw, and he's in! Javonte Williams, touchdown Cowboys. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. They'll go right back to Mixon. Trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. It's over the middle and caught by Downs. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down for Houston.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action. Stroud to the right side. Kirk's got it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he's able to fight through one tackle here and pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Schultz, the motion man. On 2nd down, Stroud. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun. Here's Gap. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
3rd and short. Prescott. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Texans offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Third and 6. After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, it's the Cowboys with the early edge. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins, and they've got it with 3rd and 6 coming up. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got his man complete to Dell. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
16 yards. 1st down, Houston.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Stroud. That one caught by Tank Dell. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Stroud. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Houston. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Prescott now. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 15-yard line.
A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Prescott. He'll look deep, left sideline. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's 4th down.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Going to get rid of this to Dell. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Give him 14 on that play. 1 first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Donovan Wilson will bring him down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
The throw on the run is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down. They will work the middle with Mixon. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Sam Williams on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action with Stroud. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And now it's 4th down.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans are back within 1. It's 7-6.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over possession of the football. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. He'll start this on the ground with Sanders. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Daniil Hunter with the stop.
33-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's down. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Texans are going to come up with it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here comes 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. 17 yards on that connection. First down, Cowboys.
And the Cowboys, first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Will Anderson. He gets into drop-in. It's a loss of 8.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll try the right side with Williams. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He'll try and get there on the ground. Cowboys going to be set up at 1st and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
They'll run. It's Williams. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
That's into the hands of Lamb. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes.
It is brought in the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown.
too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage, great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. It's up and through. Cowboys will take a 14-6 lead.
Texans 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Texans offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Micah Parsons in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Stroud. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Here's 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. Andrews tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Two minutes remain here in this 1st half. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday. After this, 2nd and a yard. Stroud. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He's got room at the 30. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. you're already in field goal range. So now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Got his man. It's Kirk. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Back to throw. Stroud. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Did they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Texans are back within 5.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here's Turpin. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Cowboys offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Here's Prescott. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb.
Prescott's pass complete to CeeDee Lamb. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. One final throw before the break. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Could we have a finish to remember here in Santa Clara? Second half underway in Super Bowl 60. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. drive begins with a run by Williams. Drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, juking his way forward for a gain of a couple.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Play fake. Prescott. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Dallas first down. They run over center with Williams. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
It's another run here for Williams. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. This one down the field, but it lined up incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Texans offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Kirk is the motion man. On play action. Stroud. Over the middle. He's got the tight end Schultz. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
A gain of 12.
That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Stroud going to set up to throw. And is out quickly into the hands of Kirk. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Now a 3rd and 2. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And a pretty good punt there. Fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Cowboys.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 4. Now they'll pitch it out here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here's a third down and 4. Back to throw is Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield.
Say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And how about that play on special teams? Perfectly done. It checks up right at the 1-yard line. The Texans offense starting to trot out for this next possession, and they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once again, it's Chubb. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll go play action with Stroud. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's 2nd and 2. On the RPO, he's just going to pitch this one forward, and he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And this is going to work out just fine. He's got the first down. A gain up to the 28-yard line.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Deron Bland with the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
A throw on the move is caught. Stroud connects with Collins, and it's a first down for Houston.
A gain of 15. First down, Texans.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Now he'll just pitch this one out there. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. He's still on his feet. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 47 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is, and in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws, turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 4th and goal coming up.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Prescott. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
The ball carrier taken down at the 41. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
3rd and short. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll give it to Lamb on the jet sweep. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
So the challenge of these jet sweeps, Mike, is they happen so fast. Nowadays in these offenses, there's so much pre-snap motion that you don't know if the receiver's just going in regular motion or are they timing it up with the snap to give them the jet sweep. So when you don't get an early read, you see the leverage and the contain of the defense break down, and when these receivers and the way they can run, they get out into space, they are a handful to track down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Daniil Hunter. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Prescott. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
And he has missed this one. No good. And this lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Texans offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
Now, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
They'll go with the sneak, and it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On 2nd down, Stroud. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got room at the 30, and they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get 22 yards there. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Chubb. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
ZORA on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So, after the field goal to take the lead, kicker is back out there to send this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down, Cowboys.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On 1st down, it is Williams. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Sanders. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
And the Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown. I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
They'll run the toss here to Sanders. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Here's Dak to throw. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one is off the mark. It is no good. And the deficit will stay right where it is.
And that's really where you see the highs and lows of this game, Mike. I mean, on one sideline, celebration, hands in the air. The other, disappointment. That's a tough one to stomach. I mean, you've got a chance here to take the lead late, and you can't convert.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
1st down, Texans.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play call is dealing with right now.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They have found something on the ground. 16 more yards on that carry.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now, Stroud. To the right side, and Kurt's got it. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
At the 3-yard line.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late.
Good blocking, and he's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the 4th quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
Now, Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans are going to open up the lead to 8.
Texans 22, Cowboys 14.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 12 yards to go.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on 3rd down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Stroud going to tuck this one on his own read. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. A run up the middle with Chubb. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down for Houston.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
A run here with Mixon. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Stroud. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Texans.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. He's taken down just shy of the 10. The Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
First down.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
A gain of 6 yards. And
this crowd into it now as we get to third down. Give running right. It is Mixon. And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Loss on the play, and it's going to bring up fourth down. What a hit.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
So now it's Kaimi Fairbairn in a pressure situation. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. Here's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Towards the middle, and that's Tolbert. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
The Cowboys will line up for the two-point
Throw again, Dak. And he will get into the end zone. The two-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
In need of a recovery and a quick field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts. So just one kneel down and then time to shake hands. Hugs on that sideline. One final kneel down, and that will put the bow on this championship season. And that's going to do it. It's a franchise that began playing in 2002, and now they are Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike, your entire franchise